I'm coming in for the first check on these sets I put in yesterday on the north end of the line. I did manage to bring in some 330s and 8 stands. I'm going to see if I can't locate all those bank dens up there and get some 330s put in them. But going to head out on check number 1 on the north line. Well, I got to my first set of the morning, and I hope this is not an indication of how the day's going to go. Just our southern raccoon. As far as he made it out here, he tore up everything, but I'll get him hauled in. That's set number 1, catch number 1 of the morning. Not a bad looking little raccoon, but he's just not what I was after. I'll get him in, get the trap off of it, get it reset, and hopefully we'll catch a beaver tonight, and not one of these things. But a catch is a catch. Well, here's a look at the raccoon. Good color to it for our area. Good silver raccoon. Probably only in the 10 to 12 pound range. There's a baculum market, a skull market, a meat market, a fur market. You need to utilize everything you can, if possible. If you're going to sell the meat, you got to leave at least 1 foot attached. There is a baculum, which is the penile bone in the raccoons. For some reason, the old timers want to buy them. I don't ask, I just sell them. There's a skull market if you want to bleach, if you want to get the skull out, you can bleach them and sell them for a couple dollars. But our southern raccoon are just nothing fancy. I think at the fur auction I only got 50 cents a hide for them when they were prime. These are going to be blue still, but I'll get down to the next sets and hopefully we got some beaver. Well, I got to set number 2, and I know it was a beaver because right here I had a castor mound. It is now gone. Right now I have a freshened up castor mound right beside it, and I have had a miss on TS85. No fur, no bone, a clean miss, and it just jumped out of the bed. Set number 2 was a miss. I'll get it reset and moved down. I've got to set number 3, and I have another raccoon. Another unwanted bycatch down this far south. They're worth 50 cents if they're prime. And these probably won't be a prime, but we'll take a better look at him when I get him hauled in the boat and get the trap off of him. But I gotta come back up here and remake this castor mound. And hopefully we'll have a beaver next time. You got to take out the trash where you can get the treasure. So another trash panda caught on set number 3. Was catch number 2 on set number 3. It's just a little dark female raccoon. Hey, catch is a catch. 2 catches so far out of 3 sets, and one of them had a, set number 2 had a miss. I got another set down here at a crossover. I'm fixing to go check it. But I'll get this little raccoon stored behind me. Not what I'm after. But I guess that's what was moving last night. We'll see on set number 4. Getting down to the next set, which is that crossover I had set right here. I said would be the perfect place to pick up an otter when they come through. It's kind of like a shortcut. I had the trap bedded right here. She gone. She out in deep water. I'm gonna go pull it up and see if we've made a catch on it. Well, I have given a beaver a manicure. I got two toenails in the set. He's out here all wadded up in grass and pulled out. But we'll see this week if I catch one that's missing a few toenails. It's not good, but it's still 100% activity at all sets so far. Sometimes sets that you think are going to be surefire, it's going to hit. It's right outside their house. Foreign caster mound. Trap's bedded right here underneath those leaves. I mean, everything coming up through here is going to be mudding, checking it out. There's the foreign caster up on the mound. I'm going to let this one hunt. I'm going to go down here and check one more set. Then I'm going to come down through here poking around with a boat paddle, seeing if I can't find these runs. Because I did bring in some 330s. I'm just getting down to this other set. I set on the caster mound just past that bank lodge. I do have a catch out in deep water. I've already hit it with the paddle, but I have not pulled it up yet. I had the caster mound set here. I had the trap set right here in this hollowed out spot where I pulled up the mud to make this caster mound. This wind's making it hard for boat location, so I'm gonna get out here, pull up my stake, and pull in my catch. Felt pretty big. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. Brown beaver on a brown bottom or a brown otter on a brown bottom don't always show, but I poked it with the boat paddle. It felt squishy, so I know I got a catch. Well, I'm on the board with a beaver catch. He's not missing any toenails, so hopefully this week we'll find the one that did that. But I got one beaver, 2 raccoons. I'm gonna get up here and remake the set. But the set's up there, the caster mound's up there. And you can see how the cable runs out into deep water. It's a one-way slide on these little L brackets. I've had a few of them bend, but I've never had one fail. So I'm getting these from F&T. It's just to put your J hook in the bracket, and it's just a super light setup I've come up with for me and canoe trapping. I'm gonna get the set remade and keep moving. I am really starting to like these no BS Beaver Extremes. Got it written on the pan, but they get a hold of something, it ain't coming out. They lock up hard. I love my 850s, my Duke 850s. I love my TS85s. Got some Bridger number 5s I'm not real happy with, but they are good traps also. But my two favorite traps, when I can use them and not worry about loss, is these no BS Beaver Extremes and a Duke 850s. I don't put the Duke 850s out much because I do currently own the first dozen that came off the truck. I was down there the day they came in. Got them straight from Bill Duke himself. I'm going to take this Beaver Extreme, put it back in the bed, add a little more caster, and probably pick up another beaver tonight. There's a colony here. Here's a 2-year-old. The beaver lodge is showing signs of long-term use, so there's going to be 2 adults, 2 to 4 2-year-olds, and the kits haven't been born yet, so that when I do catch the big matriarch female, she's going to be huge. I'll get this set remade and keep going. Found some fresh sign since I come in and set this. I mean, I do have a caster mound over there where they were mudding. And I come over here, and this is a fresh caster mound the beaver just done here. I'm putting the trap right out here where they're approaching. I've already got the roots and stuff right here is blocking. This stick is blocking. This is going to be their approach. And TS85's right there on the bottom. I'll get my cable out in deep water. This cable's about had its last trip. I'm going to need to put a new cable on this, and it's got a few wires broke in it. But I will get it pulled out in deep water, get this and set. I haven't found a good place for the 330s yet. I found where some should be, But the sticks and stobs trying to reach down in there, it was just going to be impossible. I'll keep moving. I have shoved my way up in here and found a run that I do want to set with the 330. It's right next to this log, and the bottom is very hard and dished out right there, and you can see it coming back up out of it right there. So right here is the entrance into a den right beside this log, and right there she be. I'm gonna put the 330 right there. There's a 330 on an 8 stand. I'm gonna put in right there and hopefully pick something up. It don't feel real big, so it makes me think it may be a Nutra or an otter, but it is a den in the location that I'm choosing to poke around, see if I can't find a place for a 330. Well, I have nothing on this caster mound. I can see it from here. I can see the trap still where I put it, and the cable runs right out through here. You can see it on the bottom and coming to the metal stake. I mean, I'm over here on private ground. I ain't trying to hide things too much, and if they're gonna steal it, they're gonna steal it anyway. But good luck trying to figure out how to get these anchors out. Unless you've got a backhoe or about 30 minutes each one to try to get them out, you ain't getting them out. But nothing at that set. Pretty though. Been here on this caster mound, and I had to get out and walk up and check it, and something didn't look right. But I've had Nutra pooping all over my caster mound. So this one will probably have a Nutra in it tomorrow. Oh well. There's about 6 big old Nutra logs they done dropped up on my caster mound. I guess they like the looks of it. I'm gonna move down. Getting down to this set. Now it has so much sign on it. It looked promising yesterday. I can see the trap still sitting in front of the caster mound. It has not been hit. It's strange how sets that you think you know they're going to hit don't do anything, and sets that are just that'll be the ones that have the catch. It's just strange sometimes. I'm going to move on down. Getting up on this mound, and it has had no activity last night. None that I can tell, not fresh. Let it hunt. This one will hit. It's just a matter of time, because everything comes through here, whether it be Nutra, otter, or beaver. There's everything at this mound. I'll keep moving down. I'm right around the corner from that new colony I just located, and I think I have missed number 2 of the day right there. Got to get it reset and re-doped up. That's swinging a miss on a TS-85. It's a large piece of real estate for not to grab anything. I'll get it reset and keep moving. What I have found is a very, 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 very deep run coming out of a bank den up here. And boy, it's a perfect run too. But it is as deep. I'm going to take my arm and get it down in there too. But it is as deep as the boat paddle. And right there, you can feel both sides of that run right there. There's a lot of roots and stuff coming out right there that they're coming out from under. I'm going to put that 330 right there. If I can get my arm down that far. We'll see in a minute. I'm going to put that 330 on an 8 stand. Shove it down in there best I can on the bottom in that run. Right here's my caster mount. And like yesterday, I said I was going to use the prevailing wind, which is coming at me, to put the scent out across this little channel. I've got the bank lodge over there. I have put in I've put in a 330 over there. We're about the only den I could find. It's so clogged full of roots and sticks, it's hard to locate anything. But by putting this caster mount here and letting the scent blow out across the little channel, I do have a catch. I'll get it pulled in and move up here to the other 2 or 3 that I've got directly across from the lodge itself. But by putting the scent in their nose, it brought them to me. Holy cow! That is a tank of a beaver. I had to get over here in shallower water, get him pulled in. But I'd say he's over 60. But he's huge. He's not missing any toenails. So that's not the one I pinched up there. But this is a very large adult. Probably, I'd say 61, 62 pounds. It's a big beaver. Got down to the next set. I can see feet and I can see brown fur down there. But I've got myself in a windstorm. And it's all I can do to paddle and go forward. Usually I'm just zigzagging back and forth in one place. I got this one and one more trap to check. I'm gonna get out of here. But this is another deal like I just had, where I'm using the wind, the direction of the wind, to put the scent over to the lodges to pull the animals to me. And I've made another catch, although it does look like a kitten. It's either a kitten beaver or a nutria. I'll find out in a minute. It's just a smaller juvenile beaver. That's what I figured was going to be in this lodge. You're going to have a couple of doves, some 2-year-olds, some 1-year-olds, and you got some kits that are in the making. So I'll get this out of the trap, get it stored, get back up in here in this windstorm, get this set remade. Sorry about the wind noise, but it is what it is. I'm in a windstorm out here. I do have another beaver. He's on the bottom playing possum right now. He thinks I can't see him. He'll come up and I'll get him dispatched and we'll take a look at him. He looks pretty darn good. He's hiding on the bottom. We'll see you in a few minutes. It's another big old nice full-grown beaver. Front foot catch on a TS-85. And Alpha Delta was the lure I used. I'm gonna get the trap off of him, get him rolled in behind me, and make my way back to the boat ramp. We'll lay out the catch of the day and see what we got. I'm saying this one's going to be in the mid 50s and the other one's going to be 60 pound beaver, but we'll find out when we get home. I got digital scales. We'll get some weight. The scales don't lie. Breakdown of the ages on the beaver as I see it. I got 2 of our normal raccoons, nothing fancy. Got a 1-year-old beaver here, 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old beaver here, and 2 full-grown, what I'd consider to be like matriarchs of the colony. I got both of them. So it'll probably be some 2-year-olds and kittens left to catch, but we'll see. There may be more adults in there, but this one's pushing 50, and I bet this one's pushing 60. We'll need to get out and help grow the sport, guys. Grab somebody and help teach them, mentor them, get them started in the trapping. The sport's going to die. The older people that did it, and like the people that taught me and told me, and because when I started trapping, you couldn't get any help. They wouldn't tell you anything. Now you look at YouTube, we all share everything. So take advantage of the knowledge of other trappers. Use it. If it suits your method of trapping, go with it. But we all need to help grow the sport any way we can. I'm going to get out of here for the day.